But Atlanta is a place where we can set an example of prosperity, and we've done that for generations. People like Dr. King, Maynard Jackson, Ambassador Young have paved the way for us. When everything else goes away, when you don't get treated right in New York, when you don't get treated right in LA, when you can't get treated right in Detroit, when you don't get treated right in St. Louis, when you don't get treated right in Alabama, Atlanta has been here for us. This city don't deserve it. However, I understand that a lot of others do. But we can't do this here. This is Wakanda. It's sacred. It must be protected.
When Marvel published its Marvel Atlas #2 in 1988, Wakanda was near Lake Turkana, northwestern Kenya near the Ethiopian border, and near the fictional nations of Canaan, Naganda, Rudyara, Ujanka, Gudaza, Mohanda, Zwartide, and Azania. The writer Ta-Nehisi Coates, who has penned the storylines for the Black Panther comics since 2016, has also pointed to Ethiopia, a country that defeated Italian forces in 1896 and remained independent during the colonization of Africa, as an inspiration.
This map of Africa. So let's see. You see this right here? What do they call the continent of Africa? Ethiopia. This country is wholly unknown to the Europeans. So what was the name of this water? Ethiopian Sea. And you see right here, this is yet the continent of Ethiopia, the continent of Africa. So how do we figure this out? What's the name of the ocean right there? The entire ocean was called Ethiopicus. So all of this land was Ethiopia.
Ryan Coogler has said that he was influenced in part by his trip to Lesotho. The small kingdom, surrounded on all sides by South Africa, avoided the worst of colonialism.
Let's go to South Africa, what they call South Africa today. South Africa was originally called, right here, Ethiopia. So you see the deception. The entire continent was named Ethiopia. The entire continent, not part of it, but the entire continent, Upper and Lower Ethiopia. The waterways were named after the kingdoms that ruled the entire continent. What's the name of the ocean right there? The entire ocean was called Ethiopicus. So all of this land was Ethiopia. This one is from the 1600s. So let's see, is the Atlantic Ocean? Is that the Atlantic Ocean? Today you would call that the Atlantic Ocean. But in the 1600s, they called that Ethiopia. Oceanus Ethiopica.
The Ethiopic Ocean, commonly known today as the, you would say, Atlantic Ocean.
You get it now? Beyond the rivers of Ethiopia.
But for reasons of no merit, the name Ethiopian Ocean was deleted in this century from all maps and put in place in the Atlantic Ocean. I do not have anything bad about naming the ocean Atlantic, but removing the original name is also a loss of historical truth and value.
One of the reasons why I want you to understand this is simply because there's the Bible verse that says that the servants of Yahweh, I'm going to show it to you. So the servants, the suppliants, the priests of Yahweh are the people that were beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, all right, or beyond the land of Cush, the rivers of the land of Kuwash.